Hello and welcome to a MS non-walking, sitting, talking video. Uh, it's all gloomy and rainy out. Yesterday was the first day of fall. Today's the first full day of fall. It's kind of gloomy, so I figured I'd do some work in the garage. And I still got my sidekick next to me, hanging out with me. Yeah, I can get him on there somewhat. Kind of got you on there. Oh, you got a big tear in your eye. What's up with that, buddy? Yeah, don't cry. It's not that bad. But I wanted to get you caught up on everything from the Mavenclad, finishing it off. I wish I could. Let's see. Did we start it the first week of August? So September. Yeah, I guess it was the first week of August. So then did our final week of pills, first week of September, and then I guess it's only a few weeks later. Then I was thinking we were about a month. It's only a couple to a few 2-3 weeks past the pills, but okay. So basically, throughout this round of Mavenclad, somewhat the same as last time, because going back, I mentioned I listened to some of my old podcast, and yeah, caught up on what was going on last year at the same time when I did my Mavenclad, and a lot of it was similar. My hair hasn't thinned out as much as it did last time yet. That doesn't mean it won't. Uh, but that definitely feels better this time around. The nausea still there in tiny bouts, but I did start something new this week, which I'm not going to be talking about for about a month. I want to see what's up with it, see how I react to it, and what's going on with it. And then I'll explain all that stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you about my journey with MS, the things I go through. So don't follow anything I do. Talk to your medical crew and work things out for yourself with them, because MS, multiple sclerosis, is a snowflake disease. We all experience it differently. No two people alike I've ever heard of, at least, talking about the same exact experiences. But uh, I can say I've gone to paralyzation, immobility, hardly able to move, to out and about, doing more, getting back to somewhat of a normal life, for what we can call normal, because we never know what's going to happen, to going back to severe issues, uh, basically almost bedridden, to out and about with a cane, walker, just all over the place. And it's been an up and down roller coaster, snowflake roller coaster ride. But yeah, I'm tired. Out partying early in the morning, getting me up at 4 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock, I'm like, "Come on, come crawl back in bed with me." And little turd, I could hear him upstairs knocking stuff off shelves. So I had to come up and toss his butt outside again. He partied until about 10. Uh, what was I talking about now? Snowflake disease. But anyways, second round I would say was worse than the first round, or second year, if you want to call it that route. It was 2 weeks of pills over a 2-month period for 2 years. Each year, 2 weeks of pills. I'm a bigger guy, so I take 2 pills a day. Some people might take one a day for 5 days, or 2 for the first day or two, and then down to 1. All depends on person size, I guess. But we made it through it. We're done with it. Never have to take another round of that ever again, thankfully. Uh, I went through the. Oh, I think nausea was the last thing I was talking about. That I broke the constipation cycle during that first week, and didn't have too many problems with that later on because I did a bunch of stuff with probiotics, food wise and medication wise, and I added some other target items to. So when I was really nauseous, I'd take a nausea pill. And then I'd fight it the rest of the way with other stuff. I picked up ginger chews and things like that to mess with. And then you cleaning yourself, going out on a date, party all night, Friday fish fry, or Friday fish market. Uh, yeah, so we kind of got a good routine with that to the point of, yeah, I feel nauseous, but it's very light now. I don't get to the point of the watery mouth, pukey feeling, thankfully. It's been, I'd say, about a week since I had that issue. Uh, so nausea's looking better, but this new stuff I'm dealing with could also cause nausea, so that'll be interesting. But so far, so good with that. But we're still not going to. I'm not gonna let you know. You just gotta wait. Uh, some annoying, scary, bad pain days and issues were my trigeminal neuralgia bouts have been very tiny, very mild, 1 day events, nothing that's been long term over that. And always happened on the left side of the face, where it felt like someone's trying to basically rip my jaw off my left side of my face, and it goes up into my eyeball and my ear. I always have the feelings, the pains shooting into that area too. Uh, but for some reason, all of a sudden, I had a 3 day event where on the right side of my face, and I have full dentures, got my teeth ripped out over the years. Uh, I've talked about that. I'm not going to get into that right now. You can always look at it. I'll get more detail about my life on that part on another day. But it was the right half of my jaw felt like I had teeth in it, and every one of those teeth had severe, deep root cavity pains, uh, toothache, severe freaking toothaches. Every one of the teeth felt like they were had a bad, bad toothache to the point where I just wanted to rip them out, but I didn't have no freaking teeth there to rip out. And then it worked its way into the back of the jaw, into the ear, up into the temple, and uh, the eyeball. The nose didn't really get affected, but that I have different issue with. But talk about that in a second. Yeah, the whole right side. It was you could draw a line right down the middle whenever this happens, right down the middle of my face, and it's the exact one side or the other. Uh, but it was like a mouthful of toothaches just on one side of your face, and then just like a monster with really sharp metal claws, just kind of like working his hands up through the side of your face, your eyeball, your ears, your temple, and just It pissed me off. For 3 days, thankfully it went away. You gonna leave me? I'm gonna go party outside for a while. You're sick of listening to me talking and not petting. Yeah. But yeah, it was a nightmare. It was just up this whole right, like the hand was right there. uh, yeah, that sucked. It was weird because it jumped to the other side. You gotta hang out in your garage cat tower. I did some vacuuming. I got rid of the cobweb. Made him a little mountain that he has. So you can hang out in the window. His bed. It's a nice place for him in the wintertime. You can party up there. My nasty garage. Not nasty. It's just got all our shit because we live in a basement. All the shit we own's stuck in the garage, just going away. That's another day to talk about. It's not for this podcast. It's an MS podcast. Yeah, that was a bitch. It just, but usually it's the left side, and it's never been that bad. That's the worst I've had it. That was a 3 day bout. Thankfully, gone. I I know it's gonna be coming in the future. I'm gonna be dealing with that someday, where it's gonna be constant, probably for a long freaking time. I'm not looking forward to it. And they better have some freaking good drugs by then, because get over this dumbass Dr. Opioid handout bullshit. Get us something that works that doesn't give us side effects. That's another thing. Okay, so nausea, that. My numbness, I had some new areas of numbness. My nose, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you'll see me doing this constantly a lot during videos. It's constantly itching, and it's inside the flesh, and I can't reach it. It's just not, no matter. I can poke at it, prod at it, grips on it. It's all nerve pain. It's not something you can touch and soothe and relieve, but this freaking thing's been itching for like, it's well over a week and a half, all day, every day. Not to the point of insaneness, but it's just enough there that you're constantly wanting to scratch at it. But I've been trying to leave it alone because it's been, I kind of got a couple areas that were getting a little rough, raw, because of my skin issue. A sensitive skin issue. But yeah, that was another thing. I should have known this, no stuff, trigeminal shit. My falling. I mean, I was standing just talking to the wife one day, and all of a sudden I just slammed back into the wall. Just standing still. I've had, I just had one just a little while ago where I was just walking towards the door and I tripped on air. Thankfully, didn't go all the way down. I fell out in the yard once. The shower, I know I've had at least 2 times in the past 2 months that I've kind of like fallen back, fallen forward. There was another falling event that was a little more severe a few weeks ago, but I can't think of it right now. uh, but yeah, that's been more active since uh, a year or two of Mavenclad. And then the other weird issue, I've had this. I mentioned I had restless leg syndrome really bad for many years, and somehow my animals kind of mellowed it out and cured it. Uh, they lay tight against me. My dog used to kick me. Uh, but yeah, I had this happen randomly throughout the years. This was the worst time that I can remember, but all night long, no matter what I did, I had this weird tingly, the sensation through my body that I had to stretch every joint of my body constantly. Otherwise, I can't explain it. It just got to such a weird freaking feeling pain that if you didn't flex and stretch how it wanted you to, if you did it the wrong way, it was not happy about that either. I'm not saying I know anything about it or anything, but it all that clicked in my mind that whole night was that great. Now I got Parkinson's disease starting. And it's like whole body had that feeling, and I had to constantly move my joints. Pissed, not like that at all. He meowed at me a couple times. When my brain gets overactive, it sounds like I'm crying and stuff or something. But it's uh, my body just goes internal spasticity that causes me to talk like this and move like this. It sucks because it's been a while since it happened when I was doing podcasts or video, but when I'm around a bunch of people and we're talking, I have a lot more problems with this issue. But thankfully, it usually sits at whole. But I think these video things are starting to set them off more. I noticed on a couple videos. So, but yeah, you just gotta work around it, deal with it like everything else. But okay, so I had that throughout my whole body, and it was all night. I even with getting up to feed the cat around 5 o'clock and let him out, do that shit, and then go back to bed. And every time going up to pee and go back to bed, it would not go away. It was lasted probably a good 15 plus hours. But so I had that feeling throughout my body. Couldn't do nothing. Body had to constantly do movements and stuff to counteract the feeling when it hit certain areas of the hard part. And then my right hand constantly had to open. I had to constantly do this. And my hand kept doing this. And I constantly had to do it. Otherwise, that feeling affected my hand so bad that uh, I, I couldn't do shit. I got up, I laid down, I did whatever. I did a variety of things, nothing fixed. The right hand's constantly trying to open. It's constantly pulling itself and open, pulling, open, pulling. Left hand is closing itself. Left hand's just going all night long, just making a fist. The right one just constantly spasming open. And at the same time, you're fighting it, the rest of it throughout your body doing just little things. Feeling like, man, I should just get up. I feel bad for the cat and the wife in bed. My wife. And my legs constantly straighten, pull in, straighten, pull in. One would have to go one way every now and then, one would have to go the other. Just constantly trying to make this feeling go away, and it just wouldn't go away. So that sucked. That's what happens when you have nerve damage. You may not be getting skinned alive and cut up and chopped up with a chainsaw, but your nerves can make you feel like you are. It's not fun. It's an invisible snowflake disease that you can't see shit. All I can do is tell you about it. Call me a liar. Fuck, I don't care. I wish I had the power, if I had any superpower, to just go up, touch someone's head, let them feel a day, a month, a year worth of pain all at once. Oh. Nah, I'm not that cruel. Just want you to feel what it's like for a day. And then people would understand. One piece, so many jackasses out there in the world. It's kind of funny today. I ran some errands and picked up some groceries. So I didn't have to worry about shit for the weekend. It's got Milwaukee Mighty Con, Comic Con this weekend. Go check it out. Second time this year. Sadly, Art Baltazar is not going to be there. I was hoping. No. But, what was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh, it's not coming back. Ah, shit. Lost it. Oh, yeah. Running errands. I don't even know what I was going to talk about with running errands, anyways. But yeah, I don't know. What the hell was I going to say? I went to the store. I don't know. Oh, well. Brain fart. All right. Other than that, I just wanted to give the update. I'm hoping this is the quiet period. Last year when I did Mavenclad, after a couple months of nightmarish issues, and normal MS problems fighting with the monster, I had like a few months of a lot of pain and fatigue, but all the little random bullshit things weren't happening as much. That was a good thing. Gotta show you what the cat's doing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Just curled up in the window sleeping. Why did you hear me talking about you? Popped up for a second. I ain't curled back up. Ah, life of a cat. If it wasn't so short, it'd be awesome. I can't think of anything else with Mavenclad. I think we're good to go. That's the end of Mavenclad. I will let you know. We have the 3-month blood test. I think we do 3, 6, 9, 12, some shit like that. We'll keep up on that. Let you know what the results of those are. See what's happening. Hopefully our T and B cells that we killed off. Hopefully the new ones that come back have some balls. Can come back and strengthen me up. Not destroy me. Don't attack my body instead of protect my body. But I'm not hopeful. I know better. So, yeah, I am going to leave it there. You be good to yourselves. Be good to everybody else. talk to you again soon. Hopefully, I'll get back to the videos, and I see I gotta get the wife on werewolf duty. My hair's all over the place. I got a couple eyebrows that are about 3 inches long. At least I'm not using my phone, and I got it all close up, and you guys are looking into my nose and my pores. I felt so bad about that, but yet it was kind of funny. Uh, yeah, time for me to shut up. Be good. Take care. Kick the shit out of Monster. And we will talk to you again soon. If I can find the mouse pad and shut the thing down. Peace.